So if you're watching this video, I'm dead. Kidding. If you're watching this video, that means I just finished rebuilding the dock or fixing the lift. And no, that guy is obviously lying, because if you look at the lift, it's still broken. Specifically that pipe right there, it's not supposed to make that kind of rotation. So we'll talk about the lift, what's wrong with it, and fix it a different day. But today, if I had to summarize today's episode in 3 words, it's many pickle beers. So we need something, oh gosh, am I showing it to you too soon? We need something to go on the jet ski lift, right? So you're gonna need some jet skis, and well, here they are. So no, these are not nice, new, pretty jet skis, but you know what's better than a jet ski is a free jet ski. And you know what's better than a jet ski is a Sea-Doo. I know these are Sea-Doos, I'm just gonna call them jet skis because they're jet skis. So these are year unknown Sea-Doo XPs. So these actually came from a barn. We found them in a barn that was next door. The barn was next door. These were my neighbor's jet skis. They put them up a long time ago. They haven't used them in like a decade or more, I think. And so they were just sitting there. We moved in, they saw we had a lift, and they said, hey, do you want some jet skis? So here you go. So the story is these worked. They were tuned up, they were put away, and then they were just never brought out again. So theoretically, we should be able to fill them with gas and let them rip, but it might take a little bit more work than that. So if you look at these, the exterior, this one, it appears to be in better condition than this one over here. We're gonna call that one the clean one, call this one the dirty one. So you can see the seat on this guy, it's been out in the sun for a while. That's not gonna come off. We're gonna have to replace that seat, assuming we can get it to work. This one, it's clean, it's nice, like it's been indoors. Also, whenever you open the front here and the seat on the dirty boy, you can tell there's some matter of some sort in there. On the clean guy, that's not the case. But that's kind of where things start to get interesting. So if you open this up, so you can see the spark plugs here. We've got some corrosion right there. And then up here where the fuel system is, can't really get the camera in there. You can see we've got some like barnacle matter on the fuel pump lines there. But if you look in old dirty, it's actually clean. So like the spark plug's totally different. Like those look like they may be fresh, even though we know they're not fresh. Same thing with the lines up front. No barnacles, but it is a little leaky. We should probably fix that. But then yeah, the dirty boy, he got into some mischief at some point. You can tell because there's no longer a bumper and there's some carnage here. These aren't holes, they're just kind of like deep gouges. But that's just fiberglass, we can fix that, no problem. And so the plan is, this is actually July 4th weekend, or the weekend immediately before July 4th this year, but we got some people coming over today, and these obviously do not run right now. So I've got some new spark plugs and some new batteries, and we're just gonna throw them in, put some gas in there, see if they fire up or not. The chances are, these are carbureted. If there's any fuel left in the carbs, they're probably gummed up over the years, and they're probably toast. I do have carb rebuild kits on order. They're not gonna be here for a few more days though. But yeah, I'm gonna throw some PB Blaster on the spark plugs and the clean guy, and then see if I can get these out, changed, and going. Oh, and my father is also here this weekend, and he's very skeptical that these are gonna run. But here's the thing, free jet skis. So spark plugs are out, batteries are in, and the old spark plugs tell us a story, an interesting one. So, dirty guy, we were told they were tuned up and then put away. We think that happened for this one because they're like perfectly clean, look like they've never been used. A clean one, those are gross. So like one of them's just like burnt, and the other one is burnt and has cobwebs growing on it. Like, how did a spider get in there? We don't know. No, I told the audience, they don't know. So, what do y'all think? Gas and give it a test?
I would not start it in your garage. What if it catches on fire?
Well, they came with fire extinguishers.
Don't burn the garage down.
Oh, We just, oh yeah, we're not even done with it yet. We should probably not burn it down.
Yeah, no.
All right, place your bets. Did it start? One, both, none?
One will be seized, and one will start.
Okay.
That's my guess.
I bet they both start.
I bet they both turn over, neither of them start because the carbs are all gummed up. Ooh,
What does that do?
maybe that's the starter. I thought this was the starter.
Push that button. Oh, choke it. I'll choke it. It didn't blow, so I think we're in good shape. Okay, go. Come on. That's good though.
All right.
It's got hope. That's very good.
All right, let's try the other one.
That's good. All right.
Oh.
Seized. Didn't I say seized?
Yeah, you said
Seized.
seized.
Yeah, I got this one. It's seized.
We may have one free jet ski.
I think you have one good motor. So the fuel system on that one, you need to do some work or some analysis, and you got parts over here.
Yeah, well, I think what we have is we have a good shell, and we have a good motor,
Yeah.
and we have a swap.
I think a shell swap with a motor, and you got the turtle thing going on. That'll work. That'll work.
All right.
Yep.
Well, no jet skis on July 4th, but we have some work to do.
Well, Mr. Nobody might be able to get this guy up and running.
He might.
Yeah, I would say Mr. Nobody should take a look at this, and then he'll be somebody.
So, quick analysis, we took the line off the fuel water separator, and we have gooey fuel in there, so we're not getting good fuel to the engine, so we might try and see if we can get that out of there and see if we can get it going still. Okay, now I should just... Oh, it's moving. So we just got a lot of gummy stuff out of that line. Problem is, we were sucking the oil line. And I've been told that's a picklable offense. It's like 9 in the morning. Is it even 9 yet? Like what?
It's very close to 9. It's very close to 9.
Not a good breakfast.
Yeah.
So we just got the fuel line off the carb, and there's not fuel leaking out of it. And in fact, I think I can see down in there. It looks like it's just kind of cholesterol. Yeah, look, there's solid matter in there.
Do you see any spiders?
No spiders, but also no gas. So I think we need new fuel lines.
So the coronary artery.
Yeah.
Has a oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a problem. Coronary artery.
Yep.
Okay.
So nobody showed up, and he said it may not be seized.
May not. We'll see. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Yeah, your piston's it's not beat up. Your piston's okay. It's just black. I think you put some oil down in there, let it soak for a bit.
Yeah. And
I bet it's the rings.
Yeah.
Yep. I think you can unstick that. Okay, the sound. I'm going to hold the throttle wide open. You hit that, and then...
Ready?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Come on, baby.
So this is compression on the dirty boy.
Ready?
Yep.
Fire and hold. Oh, yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Nice job. There you go.
So, different day. Last time we figured out that the fuel lines were bad. The car probably needs to be cleaned. It wasn't going to start. So we got Mr. Nobody back today. Turns out, not only did he professionally ride jet skis, and you got paid to set yourself on fire, right?
I did get paid to do that, yeah. So.
But he also worked on them. So he knows all about these skis. So we're going to take them apart, clean them out, see if we can get them running. We'll see.
But it's been a long time. So there might be a little bit of a gap in the memory and how quickly it comes back to me.
It's like riding a Sea-Doo, though.
It is. It's exactly like that, yeah. Fuel lines, carbs, pump, motor rebuild, hull recondition. Oh, yeah, it should be done in a couple hours.
This episode will be called I watched somebody else work on my jet ski for 3 hours. Oh, my finger! God, the razor blade. Oh, it's fine. Forget. You're subbing for Alan today.
I walked right into that.
we play tricks on each other.
Well,
around here.
you got me. Yeah. All right. Okay, I see how it is now.
That is gross. We've got all the little bits and pieces out, and everything came out. It looks pretty clean when we took it out. Like you can see through, like all the little things. So
Jets?
it's not, yeah, the jets.
The jets.
So now we. So to be honest, I have no clue what we do next. I'm gonna guess we clean and reassemble, but we'll let the expert here.
Yeah, we'll reassemble this side. Then we will put. Actually, I need to put these on here so that we can do our test. So what we're looking for is it's called pop-off pressure, and what it is as the fuel comes in, it's pressurized, and it will reach a certain point on the gauge before this little spring will allow this piece to basically lift this up so that fuel can flow through. Because once it's under pressure, and then when it hits a certain one, it'll go, and this thing will pop up, and like WD-40 and stuff that's in there will fly in your face. So give it a little squirt. Once your face. Let's see what we get. Ooh, okay, so we're what, 20
something.
Halfway through?
Right there. Yep.
Yeah,
right there.
it's right in here. Excellent. There's like some Indiana Jones stuff right here. Oh, here we go. Pop-off pressure.
Check it out. Might even work. So we're going back from the shop with good lighting to the shop that is cool to continue to work on these. So the carb kit did not come with new intake gaskets, but I have a roll of make your own gasket. How do you feel about that?
It might actually work.
It's like the ultimate DIY.
That might actually work, yeah.
Do your own gaskets.
Yep. All right. It's round-ish.
At least they're not square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're fine.
And so Mr. Nobody was just asking where you get this stuff. It's just auto parts store. Same aisle as like all the sealants and stuff for gaskets. It should be right there.
How do I not have a roll of this in my garage?
I don't know.
Now I've got to stop by the auto parts
With
store.
someone just recently acquired not only a DeLorean but a red DeLorean, and you're gonna need some custom gaskets. I'm thinking.
Sure I'm going to need a lot of custom gaskets because there's not going to be anything left of the original stuff on this car.
Yeah. He's also engine swapping it, so go check out that.
Who puts an LS motor in a DeLorean?
He does. So the carb is back in. We just need to put like the intake back on for that, but we also need to run new fuel lines because all the fuel lines were junk, and so it's kind of a pain in the butt. So if you look in here, we got like 4 lines going to it. There's a fuel filter up there, and we think the best way to do it, or Mr. Nobody thinks the best way to do it, so just pull the whole fuel tank, work out the lines outside of there because it's just, you know, all cramped in there. So we're gonna do that, and then maybe it'll start.
So this was corroded and nasty for so long that it couldn't actually get out
Yeah, so
through the filter.
that's like the fuel selector valve, like main tank or reserve tank. And so, yeah, that's, I mean, that and the line itself probably.
So this saved you. Yeah, the corroding fuel line did this,
Yeah.
saved your filter.
Huh.
Ow! No, not again. No, that's a pickle beer for you!
Done?
Yeah, just got to put the seat on. Done.
He hesitated. I don't know what that means. So yeah, so the carb's all back in there, and the thing we were just working on was the fuel line. So you got fuel in, fuel return. One is one, one's other. Up here you have like an amalgamation. I don't like all these freaking lines that yeah, right there. So you got in from the tank regular. You've got in from the tank reserve because this has a reserve switch. Then you got out, and then you got a vents, and then it like double vents, and it's a lot. But it's all hooked up now. We think it's hooked up the right way, and
We know it's hooked up the right way.
he knows.
If it
Skeptical.
doesn't fire up, it's not our fault.
Oh yeah,
We did everything that we should have done.
yeah. Then it's just the Chinese carburetor rebuild gasket kit. It's their fault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Blame it on Chinese. What about the pump and all that mess in there?
Yeah, there is. We found another problem. So if you look in there, you see on, it's kind of hard to see, on the bottom there's a whole bunch of chewed up plastic bits, and that is most likely, oh, you can see on the side on the left there too. That is probably the wear ring. So there's a plastic ring that goes around the impeller, and it wears, and this one has decided to kill itself over the course of however long it sat.
Your prop is in good shape.
Oh.
Like the blades are not all chewed up.
Good. I like that. I like that.
That's a good sign.
So yeah, if we turn it up and we give it gas, it's going to rotate and, I don't know, either break more or spit it out. Or
See how I just did that?
yeah, that was nice. Got her in for me there?
Yep, sir.
All right. But one last thing before we try, just in case.
Oh, jeez. Wait, is this the... Oh, why did I get this
Well,
one?
you've already had spicy.
Yeah, that's I mean, they're both horrible, but...
Yeah, so if it doesn't start, well, it's really your fault, I think, because you're the expert, so I shouldn't have to drink this. Here, you drink this.
No.
Throwing around the word expert. See, I use that term very loosely.
There's no fuel to the fuel filter yet.
Yet.
Well, that works.
That's a good sign.
I'm playing smoke. Well, it has gas now.
I'm going to call that a win to the point where I don't have to drink that stupid thing.
You know what? It did start. It took a minute,
It
but we
did.
knew it would take a minute. Yeah, the real test. Let's see if you can put your crotch over it and you don't feel threatened. So it turns out that before we actually weren't getting gas, the fuel filter is still empty, or it was. So these are still in play. Although I sucked fuel through the lines into my mouth. It tastes wonderful. So if it doesn't start now, we really don't know.
Is there a frog in there?
A frog in here? What do you mean a frog? You think there's any frogs in here?
I think so.
You think so? Yeah, so we got fuel to the engine, but the carb is not sucking in fuel. We don't know exactly why. There's a chance we did something wrong when we rebuilt it, or there's a chance that something small from like the old crappy fuel lines is just lodged in there somewhere, and it's not letting fuel through. You can go potty.
Can I use that as an excuse to get out of this?
Cheers. Mine is so warm and spicy.
I will say this is not as horrible as that. That's
Really?
got to be the worst thing ever canned or bottled or sold to the public.
Yeah. So we're calling this one a two-parter. We'll make him run to the next one because I can't take much more of this.
No.
See you later.
Horrible.
We're about to get Father Awesome's first reaction to free jet skis because
Okay, I'm ready.
he's not so sure this is a good idea.
I would say that these
these have been abused.
No, they just need a little bit of TLC, that's it.
Yeah.
And I know that you can do it.
And a little fiberglass repair. Oh, did you hear that? That was like confidence.
Yeah.
So I've got the RTV. How much do you want me to seal up back here?
Just fill the entire crack.